season award. Anywhere you'd like to go. I'll say this. I went with value, not with what I would pick first. The value play to me was Dak Prescott to win the MVP at 16-1. Those are huge long shot odds. And this is a guy playing for a contract that has an easy schedule and a team that's got to score points and a division I think they're going to win. He's going to be a division winner who is motivated. And oh, by the way, he led the NFL in passing touchdowns last year by a lot and was second in completion percentage and third in yards. He was top 3 in every single category last year. He could be better this year, and that team could be better, and he could be the guy that sneaks in. He wouldn't be my pick, but at 16-1, he is my pick. I think those are the best odds on the board. Mackenzie.
I'm going with value here myself with Jaden Daniels to win Offensive Rookie of the Year at plus 650. I think the odds makers are handing this to Caleb Williams far too much. Offensive Rookie of the Year award is about exceeding the expectations that are set for you. And when we have talked about Caleb Williams for years and what he can do in this league and the expectations we have for him, that is going to be really hard to exceed. All we really have room to do now, it feels like, is talk down on him. You have him, he probably needs to have more than 28 passing touchdowns, 10 plus wins for us to look at him and say, wow, he has exceeded the expectations we have for him. Now, Jaden Daniels, all he has to do is probably have 23 plus passing touchdowns, 7 plus wins. If he has an 8-9 record compared to Caleb Williams having an 8-9 record, this is where Jaden Daniels will look better in that fact. And we have, the model has, and the Fantasy Football Today experts both have this as a closer statistical race than the odds makers are implying. They're essentially the same fantasy quarterback in our eyes, and in the fantasy football experts, they have Jaden Daniels higher than him in this spot. So I just think I sat at this desk and said the same thing about the Heisman Award. All we have to do about Caleb Williams is start to tear him down. All we have to do about Jaden Daniels is say how great he's going to be and how he took this team over 6.5 wins.
Well, Shane Steichen has a good case for Coach of the Year. He had a good case last year, I should say, when he won 9 games and he didn't have his quarterback for 13 of those games. Well, if Anthony Richardson plays a full season, which is obviously a huge if, and Shane Steichen develops him the way that Jalen Hurts did in year 2. What did Jalen Hurts do in year 2 under Shane Steichen? He accounted for nearly 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns, and only 8 turnovers. If Anthony Richardson takes that next step, and the Colts, who return pretty much everyone of any value to this team, including Jonathan Taylor, including getting the top defensive player in the draft, I think if Houston takes a step back, the Colts take a step up, and Anthony Richardson blossoms like we all think he can, Shane Steichen takes Coach of the Year.
Yeah, I like it better when we disagree, but I'm on record. Shane Steichen is my pick to win Coach of the Year, and Jaden Daniels is my pick to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think they're going to have a whole bunch of garbage yards in Washington, and they're going to throw it, and they're going to be behind, and stats count in this thing, and he's going to have better stats than Caleb Williams. I'm shocked it's not much closer to an even spread between those two.